Hi guys, it's me again, and I'm back finally with a video for you guys. I know it's been a while since I've actually uploaded a video, and we're actually talking about coffee today, which I haven't done in some time. Today I'm going to teach you guys how to make cold brew. Yes, cold brew at home, because, you know, we've all been in quarantine anyways, might as well use it. So first of all, let's talk a little bit about cold brew. What is cold brew? Cold brew is an iced coffee, but it's not an iced coffee, is it? So an iced coffee is brewed like a normal coffee, and then you add ice to it. That is an iced coffee. Cold brew is a coffee that is brewed at room temperature or in fridge temperature for 12 to 20 hours. During this process, it extracts the sugars and the oils and the extra caffeine out of the coffee beans, which makes it naturally sweeter but stronger caffeine-wise than your normal iced coffee. Where your iced coffee is only 165 milligrams of caffeine, an average cold brew is about 200 or more, depending on where you get it from. You guys have probably gotten a cold brew from Starbucks or from a lot of restaurants have like a version of a cold brew. Due to the process of making cold brew, it is more expensive, so a lot of places don't have it as well. But it does last longer than your iced coffee. An iced coffee, if you make like a batch of it, is like maybe one day you could drink that iced coffee. A cold brew, you can keep it in the fridge for up to a week, if not more if you have the proper storage for it. So for today, I'm going to teach you guys how to make cold brew in a cold brew brewer. This is on Amazon. If I find the link, I will post it below for you guys. This is a coffee brewer that I got for Christmas a couple years ago for specifically cold brew. If you're doing it at home, you could brew it in like a jar or another container. I'm not going to show you guys that process today, maybe in a future video. But for now, we're going to do it in this. You will need the brewing container. For this one, you will also need your coffee beans ground to a rough grind. This is a metal mesh filter, so you want to make sure that none of the coffee grounds get through the metal filter. So if you go to the coffee shop and you buy coffee beans, ask them to grind them to a rough grind, like a French press. Or a metal filter if they know what that grind is supposed to be. And then you will need water. For this one, I'm using spring water. You can use just tap water if you want. Our tap water here doesn't have a great flavor to it, so I like to use some sort of filtered water like spring water or anything like that. But we will get into that right now. Let's go up to the counter. Okay guys, so we're down here with our coffee brewer, just to show you guys kind of how this comes apart. There is a lid, and then inside here we have a filter, and this is just a glass brewer. What we're going to do is we're going to take our coffee that has been ground to the correct grind. I do prefer dark roasts for cold brew, just because I feel like it adds a better flavor. And you're just going to fill up your filter. Just to give you guys an idea of kind of a rougher grind. It's like this right here. Cold brew does take more coffee to make as well, so I like to use it for if you have coffee that's like about to go bad or coffee that you don't usually drink all the time. It's a good way to use up that coffee. If you look down there, you can see it's not all the way full. Some people will fill this up all the way. I don't feel like I need to. Because of how I've done this in the past. We take our little filter and we're going to put it back in here. Lock it down. Good. And now we're going to get the water. Like I said, we're using spring water. This has been in the fridge. Remember that you want to brew cold brew with cold or room temperature water. I'm doing cold because it's going to be in the fridge after I'm done here. So sorry, that last shot wasn't great, so we're gonna finish it up here. I put the cold brew in the fridge. It will be there for 20 hours, and then we will come back to it tomorrow. So stay tuned. Hey Google, set a timer for 20 hours. Hi guys. it's me. We're back. It has been 20 hours, actually a little bit more than that just because I got a little busy. We are back here with our cold brew. As you can see, it actually looks like cold brew now. So what you're going to need is a storage container. I like using jars. Usually this whole jar will last me about a week if I'm making like small batches of cold brew. So we're here with our cold brew. First thing we're gonna do is pop off the lid. You should hear a suction noise as it has been sealed. Now I kind of overfilled this last time, so we are going to need to do some extra step, which I'm glad I get to show you. First off, you're going to find your release. Now these coffee grounds, you can do whatever you'd like with them. Some people use them for gardening or compost, but for now I do not have a plant that requires it. So we're just going to dispose of the grounds. Oof. Of course they're going to fall everywhere, because that's my luck. I cleaned up the grounds for the most part. As you can see, the water level did go down when I pulled that filter out, so that was causing a lot of that. You're going to take your container. And there's a couple ways we can do this, because I'm worried about those grounds in there. So if you have a paper coffee filter, you can use that. I don't have any paper filters in my house. I don't use them on a regular basis. So what I have here, it's called a pour over, and this is a mesh filter. So I'm going to place that on top of your container, and then we are going to slowly start pouring it. Perfect. Okay. Let me pull our little filter out here. It looks like there was some grounds that it caught, so that's good. So what you should be left with is just pure cold brew. Take this, make sure it's in a sealed container, and you can store it up in the fridge for up to kind of mixed timelines. I've been told that it can last up to a week. I've been told that if you store it correctly, it can last up to a month. I usually go through this in like a week if I'm not buying coffee at work, which is the goal here. I'm trying to save some money. So we have our cold brew. We're gonna go put it in the fridge, and there's a little extra in here, so we're gonna show you how I make my cold brew. This is my only see-through container I have right now to show you this, but I am probably going to transfer this to another cup, just to keep that in mind. Pour over device again, just in case, because you never know. So first thing you want to do is get your sweetener. You can use sugar, Splenda, anything like that. I am using a syrup that I purchased. And then we do a little cold brew pour. Nice. Vanilla creamer. There you have it, how to make cold brew at home. To get you through the rest of this crazy 2020. If you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe as always. And as you know, I read my comments every single day, so I appreciate them every day. And if you have any questions, put them down below as well. And I will see you guys in the next video.